are getting ready to make our personal permanent Harmony House waist sleeve. What you are going to need, we can start with that and then we'll get into it. All right, you're going to start with a pair of scissors. All right, well, we all know beads. You can use, like, I believe these are maybe between 6 and 8 mm beads, so this is the size. And then we have the seed beads, which are the tiny. Whatever size is good for you, you choose your size. You have two different options I normally work with. I normally work with elastic wire. You can find online, you can find in a craft store. I also have the multi-purpose thread. Now I'm still awaiting my thread that I ordered, which is the 100% cotton craft thread. That for sure we know swells during water. This is a multi-purpose thread, but so far so good. It has been. Right, so once you have your thread, this should be fine. And of course you're going to need your measuring tape. But as anyone knows, this is extremely time consuming, a bit tedious. So I started investing in needles. Now I have this one. This is the one that I just ordered, and I can tell you the difference right now. I was using some longer ones actually, thinking that they were better simply because they held a lot more beads. Whereas the difference with this one is this one kind of curves when you're picking up beads, so you pick them up a lot faster. So both have their different advantages and disadvantages. So I use both. So as you can see, my Venus doesn't just have Venus in it, it's stuck with a whole other. So I have been trying beading needles from all over. Let's begin. I normally start with my wire. You measure, of course, the length. So what you can do, you measure your own personal waist. This is high waist I'm doing here. Try to leave it flat, leave about a ½ inch room, and that is your first measuring. The second measurement will be in between your waist and your high waist, so it's going to be run about there. Measure flat, etc., and do the same for your waist right around your measured one, and you run all the way down until you get to your specified sizing. All right, my waist, I believe high waist is really tiny, so it's maybe about 28 inches. So this is a pretty short one. So now, even though it is 28, I do it about maybe 30 inches, and then I leave extra lag. Now because this is thread and you're going to tie a knot at the end of it, I always like a lengthy piece, just in case I would like to lengthen the waist bead. So once that is done, you cut, right, and you begin. So I can show you now, these Venus needles come with a little trick, so you kind of press down and it goes down like this, right? So you get one of your needles. I have my needle out already. So when you get your needle, it's going to look like this, if you can see it. So what it is, it's a tiny piece of metal that has a slit in between it. So you're not going to be able to see this slit, but once you press on it and separate them, the wires are going to come apart, and that's where the thread is going to go. All right, so I hope you guys can see it. Get that? So once you separate them, you place your thread inside. All right, so you thread your needle, get your thread inside. Something looking like this. All right, so once you have knot at the end, it will begin to fill out once you're placing in the waist piece, try to make sure that they are as tight as possible, no spaces, no loops. All right, so let's just go about tying this completed one. Right, so that was the quick process of just making your first permanent waist piece there. It's really simple, as you guys can tell. It's really, really simple. I hope you enjoyed. Keeper, and there is